Hello everybody! Guess what? We are unboxing again tonight. Well, it's tonight to me. I don't know what time it is to you. But I'm going to say tonight. I'm going to pretend that your day is over and you decide, you know what? I got to get on the YouTubes and I got to see Jeremy unbox something. Let's just pretend that's how it is. Anyway, what do we have right now? We have the Slam Crate. The October. Is it October? It's always every other month, so it's not necessarily, you know, on a certain schedule. But this is the newest Slam Crate. And if you've watched these before, you know this is my favorite offering that Loot Crate has. It's $30 a month, a little more than a regular Loot Crate. But again, it's every other month. And as a fan of wrestling and WWE my entire life, there's always good stuff in here. They got past wrestlers, present wrestlers, all that different good stuff here. They have a theme. It's kind of loose, but whatever. But again, it's hard to go wrong with this sort of crate. And as you know, I've said this before, it's a subscription service box from Loot Crate. I don't have a deal with them, but if you use the code in the description, it helps me. And when it helps me, I help you, and you help me. And lots of helping. All of the helping, Hands Across America, I buy the World of Coke, all of those things. So, we're going to crack open the box, like so. A slicey slice with a razor blade. Ooh, so on top it's got just guy holding belts. Shadow. Oh, is that a Vance? Is that Mr. Vacant? I don't know. Holding a belt. I'm going to just pull the figure first. This actually feels a little heftier than usual. So, again, if you've watched these before, one of the things in the Slam Crate that's really cool is they have this figure series. And each series is 4 new figures. This is the third, as you can see, it's the second figure in the third line. And there's always some sort of theme to them. And all 4 of them combined, you know, you get a full ring. Each has a quarter of a ring. And you get a figure in it. And this one, this series is just ones that were fan favorites, voted by the fans. So, I'm going to be real with you. Ultimate Warrior, I liked him as a kid because he was putting an end to Hulk Hogan's dominance. And at that point in time, I just wanted anybody to put an end to Hulk Hogan's dominance. But personally, I'm not a fan of the guy. I know you try to separate the wrestler from the persona, but let's just say that the guy who played the Ultimate Warrior in his real life was a bit of a bigot, bit of a homophobe. So I kind of soured on him overall. And I don't like to speak ill of the dead. He has passed in the last few years, but you know, we can still enjoy the Ultimate Warrior for what he was and not what he became. Let's just say that. He was very colorful, as you can see. Look at that. Got that big, crazy hair. Oh, with the power of the blood red moon. Get out, grab the cockpit, Hulk Hogan. And, he just, you know, rambling. One Warrior Nation. What is there to say about the Ultimate Warrior that hasn't been said before? But these are very cool stylized figures. I don't want to get away from that fact. Very cool stylized figures. And like I said, it's got the pieces of the ring, the belt, the turnbuckle, all that sort of good stuff. So, that's cool. Shirt, I'm already loving it because it's a nice baby blue shirt. And it's a Ric Flair Woo t-shirt. So, I'll admit it's a pretty simple shirt. You know, there's not a lot behind this. But it's the classic blue. It's got the old school logo. This feels like 80s and early 90s WWE, WWF. So that alone is a nice little nostalgia trip for me. And it makes sense because the theme for this month, as I can see in the box, is legendary. And really, is there any bigger legend in wrestling than Ric Flair? If you say there is, you're lying. Next up is... well, that's interesting. It's a toothpick holder with actual toothpicks in it that says Razor Ramon. So, this is definitely mid-90s. Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, as you know, he would always have a toothpick and he'd be like, boom, say hello to the bad guy. And he'd flick the toothpick at his opponent. That's a clever little deal. I enjoy that. I don't know how much I'm going to use it in my day-to-day life if I ever really need to be walking around with a bunch of toothpicks in my pocket. But that's a clever, fun little item. So, points for that. Next up, it's a cinch bag, but it's a Jake the Snake's cinch bag. Okay, all right. See? Definitely going with the classics this month. So, you know, it's one of those little drawstring bags you can wear on your back, but it's got Jake the Snake, his classic logo. Got Damien on there. Nice little picture of Damien. Jake the Snake was definitely one of my favorites also back in the day because I was always captivated mostly by his promos. He always was like, because, you know, in that era, wrestlers were always just screaming about what they were going to do, and Jake would just be very calm, and he'd just tell you what he was going to do, and you'd believe it. And I think that's a lost art. So I really dig that bag. Love me some Jake the Snake stuff. We're definitely sticking with the old school theme this month. Now, this one's interesting. So until this crate, all of our Loot Crate, Slam Crate pins have been classic belts. And it looks like they've changed it up this month. A lot of the modern belts now, you'll notice, have side plates. You know, because belts usually were just generic belts, you know, specific belts. And then after a while, they added name plates. You can put your name on it. And now with newer belts, the nameplate has kind of gone away in favor of side plates. So they're little circular plates on the side of the belt, and they can be screwed in and out based on who holds it. And so you have your own like customized plates. And so they have side plates. These are DX ones. Interesting, because obviously these don't really exist in the real world because DX, well, they are reforming for a match this month, haven't been a unit since the whole side plate thing became a new deal. So, like, because Shawn Michaels has been retired until this match that's coming up, and Triple H hasn't won a belt. So, well, he has, but he had just Triple H side plates, no DX ones. So, interesting new thing there. I kind of was hoping for more belts. So I don't know if this is a one-off thing or if they're going to keep doing it for a while, but interesting that's what they've decided to do. Again, these boxes are always pretty generic with the Slam Crates. They aren't as creative as the other ones. But then we have our little poster in here, and in the back of the poster always shows you a preview for next month, and I'm excited because it's AJ Styles. Phenomenal. The champ that runs the camp, AJ Styles, he's been champion for a full year now almost. And then you open it up and it tells you what's in here. 80s inspired Ric Flair t-shirt, Ultimate Warrior Slam Stars figure, DX side plates, Razor Ramon toothpick dispenser, Jake the Snake cinch bag. You've seen it all. You open it again and it has an interview. This month the interview is with Randy Orton. And then you open it again. There's a poster that fits the theme. And instead of any one wrestler, look at that. We've got just a bunch of legends. Digging that. Tons and tons of legends. Who are some of my favorites here? Kurt Angle, Macho Man, Steve Austin, Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero is my absolute favorite wrestler of all time. Bobby the Brain Heenan, best talker in history. So yeah, lots of cool legends. Brian Pillman, shout out to Brian Pillman. Lots of cool stuff. So that's it for the month, guys. Again, like I always like to go over this quickly. This shirt is a good $20 value. Figures like these are probably $15. That already gets you over the price of the box. These are another $5 to $10, a couple bucks for this. Cinch bags are probably, you know, a good $5 to $10 as well. So you're getting probably about double your money. I always say that like the Slam Crates aren't necessarily as great of a value as say a regular Loot Crate, but for my money, I always love like every item in here. There's been very few occasions when there's been an item where I'm like, I don't really want this. So for my value, this is always top of the line. Loving this stuff. Things that I will use, you know, no matter what, or display, all that good stuff. So I really enjoyed this, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. And you know the drill by now, liking, commenting, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notified of new videos, sharing this video with anybody and everybody that you know that you think would enjoy this. Breathe. So, until next time, until our next Lupin Ranger video, until our next unboxing, our next crate, our next sit-down video, whatever it is that you watch next, please know that I am Jeremy, aka Captain Subpar, saying to you that forever and always I'm going to be King of the Geeks. Say hello to the bad guy. Plink. This is where you pretend that I'm actually throwing it. Suspend disbelief. Or is it belief? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying.